here's one thing you already knew. Red pandas are adorable. While they're not domesticated and therefore are probably not suitable as pets, some people keep them as pets anyway, especially in Nepal and India. Red pandas aren't pandas. Despite their name, red pandas aren't actually closely related to giant pandas, but it wasn't until the last 10 or 15 years that scientists settled upon just where red pandas fit on the evolutionary tree of life. Research published in 2000 in the journal Molecular Phylogenetics and Evolution determined that they were not most closely related to bears or to raccoons as had been previously suggested. Instead, red pandas from their own phylogenetic family alongside skunks, raccoons and mustelids. Herbivorous carnivoran. As a member of the order Carnivora, the red panda is a carnivoran, but unlike most carnivorans, it's not actually a carnivore. That is, the red panda is mostly an herbivore. It's actually one way in which the red panda is more like the giant panda than its genetic relatives. Its diet consists almost entirely of bamboo leaves, plus bamboo shoots when in season, and the occasional fruit, flower and rarely an odd egg or bird. Sweet tooth. Speaking of diet, red pandas like fake sugar. In a 2009 study in the Journal of Heredity, researchers presented a variety of carnivoran species with bowls of plain water, naturally sweetened water or artificially sweetened water. They discovered the red pandas preferred three artificial sugars, neotam, sucralose and aspartame. That makes them the only non-primate species known to be able to taste aspartame, an ability previously thought unique to old world monkeys, apes and humans. Blending in. Take a look at the reddish-orange tint of the red panda's coat and you might not immediately think good for camouflage, but that's where you'd been mistaken. It turns out that the red panda is pretty good at hiding from predators by disappearing into the branches of fir trees which are usually covered with reddish-brown moss, which is pretty handy because dead by snow leopard seems like a particularly bad way to go. A cheesy problem. Because of habitat loss, wild populations of red pandas are increasingly fragmented. One fragment that hosts a population of around 40 red pandas is Nepal's Langtang National Park in the Himalayas. In Langtang, the red pandas have another problem, and it's cheese. You see, the park is also home to two cheese factories that produce a combined 14,000 kilograms of cheese each year to be sold in nearby Kathmandu. To amass the 140,000 liters of milk necessary to make the cheese, farmers keep large herds of chowri, a yak-cow hybrid, and those herds are permitted to graze within the park. The competition over food sources with the chowri, combined with other threats to their lives from the herders and from their dogs, has led to the death of many red pandas. Red pandas tweet. They don't tweet in 140 characters like you or I do, but they tweet nonetheless. Actually, to be accurate, the sound they make is known as twittering. Have a listen. According to researchers at the National Zoo, twittering seems to mainly used to signal reproductive intent. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please share and subscribe.